Hi, Tim Sells here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about make the time for your business. And if you've been following along, you know that I'm doing the bridge to the pipeline, and the pipeline is how all businesses get customers and get employees and so forth. Okay. And so as I'm going up through here, I'm right now I'm going back and forth on this of carve out the space in your life to do the business and then make the time for it. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about making the time for your business. All right, so let's make some time for your business. You wrote your new vision and your plan to get that vision. Then you did the 7-day reveal. That revealed your true identity and exposed the enemies. Identities and actions. Okay, so these are enemies. I talked about that in the last video of your new vision and plan. They are enemies because they are in conflict to who you want to be now. Factually, parts of the old you are now enemies to the desired new you. Frenemies. Okay, so you got to watch the chess video that I've done that has to do with how you play a game with yourself. Okay, so it's very interesting if you ever played a game, I don't know, whether it be checkers or chess or anything like that by yourself, and you're playing both sides, you'll see how you'll manipulate one side to win. And we do this all the time in life, right? All right, so now the purpose of Make the Time is remove all enemies to your now vision. Replace that opened space with actions that do attain your vision. Okay, so that's what's unique. This was in the last video. This is what's unique. Okay, so this is how we do it. Old activities are comfortable. Okay, they've been grooved in a long time. You don't have to change anymore, and it's sweet. New activities are uncomfortable, but get you what you really want. That's why it feels like a tug of war that's going on. All right, that's the resistance to change. Old activities, yes, the actions must change. Also, who the person is being must change. I've talked about that in identities, okay? So over here, the old you is pulling towards comfort, history. The new you is pulling towards vision, future, right? And so that's the way you're going to be able to really understand it. When I start carving out space to make time, this is a tug of war that's going to be going on, right? So this identity of yours is pulling backwards. Not all of it, but just some of it is pulling you this way. This over here is the desired state you have, and there's a tug of war going on. And it just is going to be as simple as one side's going to win. And who is it that's going to decide that? The old you or the new you, right? That's the simplicity of it. The 7-day reveal shows I'm eating crappy food and not exercising. Okay, so this is just an example to kind of get your thinking here. I'm eating crappy food and not exercising. Who is choosing eating crappy food? I am. The new me or the old me? All right, that's what you got to look at. Who's not exercising? The ideal or the current state? Okay? So who? The funny part is who's doing all this? All right. Anyway, yes, actions need to change, but they are also who I'm being that has to change. Actions are not done by an individual. The identity of the individual must change. Then actions will change. All right. So who is the identity? Now I'm going to start giving these identities names. Okay. And I don't want you to use my names because it's your identity that's being on both sides. Okay? So I'm going to give you some of the names that I've named. Okay? So who is choosing to eat crappy food? Right? So Well, and not exercise. Lazy, unmotivated, don't care, right? So that's the identity that would do such a thing. That of not exercising. Unmotivated, right? On choosing crappy foods. So that's the thing I want you to be able to picture, because as you advance and advance, and once you really get this, you're off to the races, right? Nobody can stop you. Okay, not even the bad guy, okay? So if you get this the way that I hope you get it, then it's extremely powerful. You just literally, it'll set you free. So food is not the enemy, right? Who I was being was the biggest enemy to my vision of health, a healthy and fit body, right? Carve out the crappy foods, replace the healthy foods, carve out the time, drive in the exercise. That's what has to happen, right? So if in business, here's the business example, okay? So I did the 7-day reveal. I have written my goals, and this is the old me, and this is the new me over here. And I did the 7-day reveal, and all of these things I carved out these times and say, you know what? I can live without those. Those aren't vital. And so I was able to find 3 hours here, 2.5 hours here, and an hour here. Now, where did I put those things? Well, I put these over into delegate to somebody else. I put this one over into someday maybe, and I put this one into someday maybe. Okay? One of those is clear an email. My gosh, the amount of time I spend and the return I get is nothing. Okay? So when you get making a lot of money and you ever calculate how much money you make per hour or minute or something like that, you understand how, see, if I'd have known in the desired state how wasteful this stuff was that I was doing, that I was calling, I'm busy and I don't have time to make a whole bunch of money, right? I would have said it that way. You know, I'm too busy over here doing stuff that's worth about a nickel an hour instead of making like $500 an hour, you know, or $10,000 an hour. So that's what you got to get in your head is that you have to take that time. You have to grab it and like run like a thief, you know, like grab your day and run like a thief doing the things that your vision is asking you to do. All right. So that's the way that you got to do it. So what do you turn that into? So now drive in income producing actions. So these are the desired state, and it's running away from the current state. Okay, so the current state wants you to keep doing all of these stuff that is useless and very, very minimal. But over here, this one is trying to get you to move leads across the pipeline. So how I do it, I took that 3 hours, I get 10 leads, 3 appointments. 2.5 hours, I did 2 presentations. This hour down here, I simplify my presentation and I send messages to prospects to set up the next day. Okay, you get the idea, you get the difference. The same person before this presentation would say, I don't have time. I don't know what to do. Any of the excuses, but everybody could create the time if they just believed that they would get the result. And you can't get the result if you don't do this. All right. So again, this is the picture that I like to have people have in their head because it's very vital, okay? So you know you must grow in order to get something that you don't already have. You know you have to change actions just different things. You know change here, this is the action step. This is the thought step, this is the thought step, this is all the actions. And what we're trying to do is to get this guy to let go of you and this guy to tug you up the hill. That's it. That's what we're trying to do here. Step 1 is to become the desired you, remove all enemies of becoming the new you. This identity is holding you back, okay? Because it carved the space last time and set in all your policies, set in all your habits, all your routines, okay? Step 2 is be the desired you and drive in actions that advance you to your vision. This identity is trying to pull your body to make the change. Let it. Okay, just let it. All right, so do you understand how to make time to achieve your vision? Okay, because that is my goal. That is my sincere goal of what I'm trying to teach people to do, because I know it is the greatest excuse in the world, right? But that is how it's done, and I don't know another way, okay? And I've worked with a lot of people. All right, so please like, share, and comment an answer to this and anything else you wanted to say about the video. And also, please subscribe if you haven't already. And then also, we have a group in Telegram called Network Marketing Channel. It's NWM Power, okay? And so there you can ask me questions. If you need, further information about this video, if you want to ask, hey, here's a situation that I'm in, and I didn't cover it, then send me a message on it. And then that way all the group can see it. So thanks so much for watching.